So here is the bracket completely assembled. You've got the two U-shaped pieces here, and the whole rest of the frame. It doesn't show up very well because it's black on black and I'm in the light. Note that the bend here, these run about parallel and then it spreads wider. And also the heads of these carriage bolts are to the inside. Next step after you get that on will be to put the alternator back on and lag it down firmly. So either the very first step will be to take the tire off the wheel and put the bicycle wheel and put the belt around it before it goes back in place on the bike, and then put it on the stand. You can either do that very first thing, or you can do that after, just before you put the alternator, the generator setup onto the bike. For taking the tire off the bicycle wheels, these right here are what I use. They are bicycle wheel spoons. They have this nice hook for going around the spokes. You would just take them, put them in beside the tire next to a spoke, and they go around, and they're designed to hook in and hold the tire outside. Oops, if I could show it to you. Just like that, and then you do the next one, and then the next one, and the middle one will free up. So that's those briefly. That's my ad hoc stand. Yours will be much nicer. So the bottom pieces here will go around this part of the bike right here, and I need to look at what I recorded, but I think it's about, on this bike I put it about 2.5 inches up to the bottom of the clamp, and I'll do this. I will show you probably with a tape measure once I have it in place, but it goes about like that around. So I will put this in place and tighten things down a little bit and then show you some more. So for this next little part here, I would recommend putting these in place and fastening them on, and then putting your bolts through with the whole unit held down over the back like this. And then you can put the belt, maybe, pardon me since I'm just using an iPhone here, put the belt over the pulley, and then it will tighten up as you move this up. Let's see, but you have to make sure that the belt is over the tire completely, over the wheel completely. And as you pull it up, that tightens the belt. So the top end here, sorry, I need two hands to do this. Goes just like this. You tighten that in. Now in my case, because of the geometry of the bike, This is actually pretty decently tight here without changing anything. If you need it tighter, you loosen this bolt and this bolt, and you flex this until it's as tight as you want, and then you tighten them in place, and that should hold your tension. It doesn't need to be tons of tension on this because you're not using it. It's not like you're trying to drive it for a car, so you shouldn't have as much tension, need as much tension as a car does. Now, I had to modify this belt. I narrowed it up a little bit. You can see there's a little bit of a gap on this side of the pulley, because otherwise it would not fit down into the wheel. So now that's this. The last little bit to get this functional, you've got 3 wires, a red one, a green one, and a black one. And they go into the terminals. The wires on the other side match in color. You also have the labels here. So there's that. And then tightening the, putting the battery cables onto these terminals, positive to positive, negative to negative. They do match. I tried to match color as much as I could with automotive, which is red is positive or hot, and black is negative or ground. So these will match battery terminals colors as well on regular 12-volt batteries. So there you have it. I will pack this up and send it out, and you can see what you think of it. Real quick on the control, if you have a big battery attached with battery cables, all you need to do to activate the alternator, start pedaling and get yourself up to speed first, and then just turn this switch on. Up is on. It says it right there. If you are not using that and you're just using, if you don't have batteries and you are just using the inverter, so you've got some batteries in here, then you would get yourself pedaling, you turn that on, and then when you're ready to start generating, you just press and release that button. That's all it will take for the alternator to kick on and start powering itself, and to also start powering the inverter. Other little piece with the inverter, this nifty little on-off switch. When you go to hook up batteries, make sure that's off. If it's on, you will get a nice little spark when you connect the batteries. Hope this helps you.